Hello sports fans, welcome to Super Sports Central. Today, we're going to go over my Week 1 XFL predictions. So starting off with the games on Saturday, there's 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. But with the XFL season opener, we've got the Renegades hosting the Vipers. So the XFL season opener is between 2 good teams. Both teams have 2 good quarterbacks, and I would not be shocked to see 2 quarterbacks for each team. For the Vipers, they've got Luis Perez, the accurate pocket passer, and they've also got former NFL backup Brent Huntley, a mobile dual-threat quarterback. Now, Perez will get the start because Huntley isn't quite ready. He got to camp a bit late, but Huntley is expected to take over the starting role at some point down the line. But Luis Perez is still a very good quarterback. He's a game-managing quarterback that's going to take care of the football and move the Vipers down the field. And the Vipers, they've also got former NFL players like Martavis Bryant, Geronimo Allison, and Vic Beasley. For the Renegades, their 2 quarterbacks are Drew Plitt and Kyle Sloter. Slaughter's the more experienced quarterback, but Drew Plitt has more potential, and he's going to be the one getting the start. Although I would most likely expect to see Kyle Slaughter at some point this week. The Renegades, they should also be able to run the football with 2 good running backs, Devon Smith and Keith Ford, and they're going to be running behind a great offensive line. Although the offensive line will be faced with a tough challenge of protecting whoever the quarterback is, either Plitt or Slaughter, from, I think, the best defensive player in the league, Vic Beasley. So this game could very well go either way. There's a matchup that might end up deciding this game, and that is the Vipers passing game against a tremendous Renegades secondary. So the Renegades, they've got Will Hill, Devontae Ballsby, and Josh Hawkins, some of the better defensive backs in the XFL. And the Vipers, they've got, obviously, Luis Perez, a good quarterback, accurate quarterback, going to get the ball where it needs to go and not put it in harm's way. But they've also got 2 good receivers, as I said before, Martavis Bryant and Geronimo Allison, both former NFL players. So whoever ends up winning that matchup and being able to take control could definitely end up winning this game. But I'm going to go with the Renegades. I think they're the more well-rounded team, but I would not be shocked to see the Vipers get the win. I'll take the Renegades winning the XFL opener in a good game, 23-18. Moving to the other game on Saturday, we have the Roughnecks hosting the Guardians. So the Roughnecks have named Brandon Silver as their starting quarterback, and he was an XFL starter in 2020 with the Seattle Dragons, now known as the Sea Dragons. So he has experience, although he is closely followed on the depth chart by Cole McDonald, so he could definitely take over if Silver struggles. For the Guardians, they've also got 2 good quarterbacks in former NFL first-round pick Paxton Lynch and former Florida State star quarterback DeAndre Francois. Lynch is going to get the start this week. The Roughnecks, they should be a solid team. The Guardians are expected to be one of the weaker teams in the XFL. Now, the Roughnecks are a team with experience, both with players and coaches. So I'll take the Roughnecks beating the Guardians by a score of 22-16, but I think we're going to learn a lot about these 2 teams in this game. And moving to the games on Sunday, we have the Brahmas hosting the Battlehawks. So this should be a fantastic game. 2 pretty good teams squaring off Week 1 inside the Alamo Dome. That should be really cool. But this is a great quarterback matchup. Former Alabama star and NFL backup A.J. McCarron for the Battlehawks, and former Notre Dame and Wisconsin quarterback Jack Cohn for the Brahmas. So this should be a really good game. I could see this being one of the highest scoring games of the week, if not the highest scoring game, as both teams have pretty good offenses, led by pretty good quarterbacks. I think this game could definitely go either way. I think the Brahmas are a bit better and a bit more well-rounded, and I will take them defeating the Battlehawks by a score of 26-22, but I think that should be a really, really good game. And the final game in Week 1, we have the Defenders hosting the Sea Dragons. So this should be another great game. I think this should be another high-scoring game. As the Sea Dragons might have the best offense in the NFL with a great offensive coordinator in June Jones and a good quarterback Ben DiNucci and a great receiving core of Josh Gordon, TJ Hammonds, and Brendan Knox. The Defenders, they've also got a good offense with a great quarterback Jordan Tayama, a great running back Abram Smith, and 2 good wide receivers Josh Hammond and Jaquez Ezzard. Hopefully I said his name correctly. Now the Sea Dragons, they've also got a good front 7, and if they could dominate that matchup, then I could definitely see them getting the win. But I'm going to take the Defenders, just barely sneaking out with the win at home in the Week 1 finale, barely defeating the Sea Dragons by a score of 20-19. Another game I could see going either way. So those are my Week 1 XFL predictions. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible. Make sure to check out the community tab on my channel where you guys can vote on who you think will win this week's games. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.